Hi guys, so for today's video we are going to be looking into death and resurrection. What endings are taking place in your life and what new beginnings are happening. I figured this is the best time of year for this kind of reading right here. And so regardless of what time you find it, though, all my readings are timeless as well. Whenever you find this, this is the endings that are taking place in your life and the new beginnings that are happening. So we have 3 piles here today. 1, 2, 3. Take a moment for your intuition and your higher self to get into alignment, and then pick the pile you feel most drawn to. And if you guys enjoy this reading, like, share, comment, subscribe. Think about donating. You can find my Cash App, PayPal, Amazon wish list all in the description box below. Check out my other channel, StoryTime. Like, share, comment, subscribe over there. Leave timestamps. All that kind of stuff really does help me out, as I am here to help you guys out. It's a great way to give back for the healing session I'm bringing to you today. And I truly appreciate each and every one of you who gives back energetically for the energetic session I'm bringing you today. So let's get started with pile 1. Yeah. So, for pile 1, first things first, I really feel like you are definitely going to be seeing an end to one living situation and a new beginning in another living situation. Whether that's the people that are living around you or the actual place that you're living in, the city or the state or the country, or if that's a house, moving to a different house, or if you've been living in a vehicle, you may be upgrading to a house, or an RV, or an RV to an apartment or a house, or whatever the case may be. I feel like you may be changing locations or getting a new place to live. You may have been questioning your identity for a while, maybe even questioning the identity of everyone around you a little bit. You may have been in some paranoid energy, feeling a little stuck, indecisive, stagnant, something along those lines, with constant questionings stuck in your mind, overthinking in this mental prison. You're learning how to move out of that space and into a new space energetically as well. Hope, inspiration, joy, and light are coming into your life. You're really going to be seeing things from a new perspective. You're going to be finding inspiration in the little things, finding joy and optimism in the little things. You're going to be looking for the silver lining. And I also feel like people are going to be looking up to you in some sort of way as well. Possibly because you were able to bring some of the things that were going on with you to an end and have this whole change in perspective and change in attitude. Angry orchard, you or somebody around you could have been very angry for a while. And hard cider. Because of the damage that was done in some way, somebody was feeling a lot of anger, and that anger was poisoning them. I'm really feeling like it was you watching this. That anger was poisoning you. It was growing nasty, gnarly weeds inside of your life, and it was destroying a lot of things for you. It was causing a lot of that paranoia, and that paranoia in turn was causing a lot of fear. And I really feel like the anger is subsiding now, and you're starting to see things in a new perspective. You're starting to feel more joyous, more optimistic, more hopeful, more loving, more generous and kind and caring. And I really feel like that's spreading to others around you as well. This kind of looks like an angry face too. Or like a big mad guy with his shoulders all puffed up, getting ready to go for a fight or something, you know. And when you're angry, that's what you're looking for, kind of, is you're looking for a fight. And I feel like you're unlocking within you a way to transform this anger and to find that peace again. Really starting to listen more to your intuition, the signs, the synchronicities, and the messages that you're hearing. And to start phasing out that fear and that anxiety and the not so good messages coming your way. When you're triggered, you're starting to look for the answers instead of falling into that mess and that rabbit hole and spiraling down further. So let's see. We have Aries, courageous, Leo, Pisces. It's a little dark today. It's been raining all day long. And Sagittarius, optimistic. Virgo. So yeah, that seriously strong overthinking energy is present here again. overthinking, overanalyzing, constantly wanting everything to be perfect, having a hard time letting go of control, having a hard time just allowing things to be the way that they are and living in the present moment, maybe being a little too serious, a little too uptight. And I really feel like you might have been acting out of pride and ego a lot as well, because when we're angry, we tend to act out of pride and ego. There may have been a lot of problems going on in your life, a lot of chaos, strife, conflict with people. There may have even been people that were fighting with you constantly that you were fighting with too, but you're no longer going to be fighting that. It's kind of like in the Five of Swords when there's 3 people standing there fighting and 2 of them drop their swords and leave, and the other one's just standing there alone, looking around at the victory that he has, which is a very false victory, a very empty victory, because he's all alone. And what's the point of winning if you're all alone, right? So you're really going to start looking around and seeing that you may have destroyed some things in your life that you want to bring back to life because you were angry at the time, and everybody gets angry sometimes, and now you're like, hey, I'm going to swallow my pride and I'm going to go tell you how I really feel. I actually did that with somebody just recently in my life, if you want my honesty. But because of the way that other people treated you, you may have lashed out at some that didn't deserve it. Either way. And other ones you really did need to remove from your life because they were creating more of that angry energy and that toxic energy, and not setting your boundaries, not removing these people from your life is what was causing that anger more than anything else. You're really going to be listening to your intuition more, though, and finding a lot more to be happy and optimistic about. You're going to be getting more into that childlike energy. MNM, which is reminding me of M&M's. My mom and Michael, they were named Mary and Michael. So my mom called them the M&M's. My ex's mom and his dad were named Mary and Marv. So I was like, they're all M&Ms. So, you know, this could have something to do with your parents or in-laws too. Maybe even your mother and your mother-in-law, both. Maybe the father and father-in-law, but I'm feeling the mother energy more. MNMVZU. A lot of things that just weren't making sense or weren't adding up, you're going to start seeing clearly. The questions you've had are going to start being answered, and things are going to be starting to be made clear. GDKGPE or BEA. OR George Jorge. GMJ jump. Jump around, jump up, and jump down. January, Jan, Gain, Geen. Ed Gein just came to mind for some reason. Name, Maine. Somebody's name, somebody may actually be finding something out about that as well. Or maybe somebody has a name that they don't use. That could help you find out something too. Dork. Dork, ready for work. You could have been somebody who did anything for anyone back in the day, and when you started doing some things for yourself, everyone else kind of really didn't like it and did whatever they did to get in the way of what you were doing for you. And I feel like that's going to be being cleared out now too. As your anger subsides, you'll be starting to see that things are turning out better for you than they would have if you would have stayed in those situations. Stargazer, set your sights higher. Oracle, wait for important information. Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. So trust your talents, your gifts, your intellect, your instinct, your intuition, trust all of that. And that's what's going to be happening right now too, is instead of falling into that fear, that doubt, that anxiety, that anger, that hurt, that pain, you're going to be falling into that love, that faith, that appreciation, that acceptance, that open-mindedness, the belief that things could turn out better than you think that they are. Because thinking is different than intuition. And when you find your peaceful state, your intuition is driving you more. There's a time for everything and a place for everything, but at the same time, when we give in to those lower vibrational energies and emotions and allow them to rule over us, that's not healthy for us in any way. Accepting them, feeling them, releasing them, acting them out in healthy ways, those are all healthy for us. But living in them is not healthy for us, and nobody will ever convince me otherwise, even though there's been a lot of people lately who have argued with me on that. So you're going to be really being at peace while you're waiting for this important information to come in. You're going to be thinking and really taking time to find your zen before responding to situations. Instead of just reacting half-cocked and going in there and flipping out on everybody, you're really going to be in that peaceful, calm, confident state. And you're going to be listening to your intuition very greatly, watching for signs and synchronicities and messages. And you're really going to be setting your sights higher for yourself. You're really going to be leveling yourself up and seeing just how much more you could be if you put your time, your effort, and your energy into you, instead of giving your power away to everyone else by responding to them in a lower vibrational way that kind of tears down you and everything you're working on. And it makes you come off looking like the bad guy when really you were just defending yourself, but you weren't defending yourself in a high vibrational way. And now you're going to be able to do that. Your hope is coming to life. You're really going to be seeing things in such a bigger way. Stargazer, and we got the stars right underneath it. You are going to be seeing so many beautiful things in your life, so many things to inspire you, so many things to bring passion and joy to you, so many things to bring love and acceptance in for yourself and for others around you. You're really going to be feeling very differently than you did in the past. You're working hard, and you have been working hard for a very long time, but now you're starting to see the reasons you're working so hard. You're starting to believe that your dreams can come true. You're starting to find reasons to stay motivated and on your path and on track. And you are starting to give it your all and really starting to appreciate all of your efforts as well. And to no longer be upset because nobody thought you could do it. Because if anybody thought you could do it, you may not have put all your effort into it as much as you did. Your anger is what drove you. It's keeping me alive. That song is great. I don't remember what it's called, but it talks about the anger is what is fueling me. It's keeping me alive. It's keeping me going. But no longer is that anger going to be keeping you going. But that optimism, that joy, that happiness, that abundance that you know is coming your way, that faith is going to be what your persistence is coming from. And your motivation is coming from, your hard work is coming from. You're really going to be learning, growing, and you're really going to see that all the fruits of your labor are paying off with this beautiful reality around you that you are creating. Because of your crafts, because of your talents, because of your skills, because of your abilities. And you are really building something very great that you are going to be in charge of. And when you are in charge of it, you have to release that control. And you have to be able to make the best decisions for everyone involved, which means clearing your head of that negative, angry energy. Because when you're angry, you make mistakes when you're making decisions. When you allow your anger to rule you, you can really mess things up with it. When you allow your anger to fuel you, that's different than allowing your anger to rule you. So that is what I have for this pile, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I would love to hear from you guys about what you thought about it, whether or not it resonated, what you might have going on. And I really, truly do believe you guys got so many good things coming in for you. If you guys wanted to be able to support me for the support I'm bringing you here today in the healing session I brought, then you can find my Cash App, PayPal, Amazon wish list in the description box below. You can leave timestamps. You can check out my other channel. Like, share, subscribe over there. Like, share, subscribe over here. All of it really helps me, and I truly appreciate those who give back to me for what I'm giving to you. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 2. For you guys, let's see what is ending and what is beginning for you. Some of you may actually be having a pet that you're losing, and you may be getting a new pet. And you know what? They will never replace the old pet, but it is great to have that new pet and make that new friendship. You will see them again one day. Until then, they get to be with the children angels who take care of them and look after them. At least that's what I like to believe. But some of you could be just getting a new pet. Maybe you haven't had a pet in a while and you're going to be getting a new pet. You're going to be really celebrating life, finding that you have a very firm, solid foundation beneath you. Your emotions are going to be feeling very grounded and solid as well, and you're really going to be feeling like you're aligned with your heart. You're going to be coming out of some very boring, stagnant energy into some more exciting and joyful energy. You may even be coming out of this energy of being blindly loyal to realizing what you're giving your loyalty to and giving it to things that are more important to you and things that fit in line with your morals and values better. We have a quarter from the United States, and it has George Washington on it. In God we trust. George Washington is the one that they said never told a lie. So some of you could actually be getting out of the habit of lying, even when it comes to white lies or little lies or small lies. And you're really going to be more honest with yourself and those around you about what you want, what you're feeling, what you're going through, what you need from them, who you are. All those kinds of things could really be being highlighted. You may be also spending some more time out in nature, getting out and having some fun, really enjoying your time on this earth and allowing yourself to explore new things and new places. Oh, that's also, that is also the quarter from Wisconsin in 2018, Apostle Islands. Some of you could be going on vacation as well, camping or rafting or canoeing. You're really starting to see the beauty that you have inside of yourself that has been cultivated through all of your hardships. You're letting go of the hardships and the pain and the misery of it, and you're starting to see the amazing person you have become because of it. The keys that you have to life that others are missing, that you have accumulated through the hardships you have gone through. Great job. Thanks for going above and beyond. Save and Redeem, 2007, Bodeville. Some of you could actually have people coming in to recognize your skills and your abilities, the love and the beauty that you have brought to their life. Maybe some of the healing energy you brought to their life, the loyalty, kindness, and compassion. Golden Retrievers are amazing dogs. You might want to look up the symbolism of Golden Retrievers. They're very amazing dogs. You are somebody very kind, beautiful, loyal, committed, solid, stable. Somebody who's just really beautiful and sweet and caring. And you may have actually hidden away a lot of that beauty for a while now because of the way some people treated you in the past. There could have been some rough things going on. But you're finding that portion of yourself again. And you have really also practiced a lot of tough love recently that has made others realize just how much you mean to them and how much value you hold in their life. And so you may actually be getting a lot of people that are coming to you telling you how much you mean to them and what you mean in their life. Hypnotism. Some of you could actually be listening to sleep subliminals. You may be doing meditations for healing. There is so many of those on YouTube that are so great. And I use a lot of the sleep subliminals myself at times. I used to do a lot of the meditations, but I do a lot of the meditations on my own anymore with just some regular music playing in the background. But there's some really good ones on there if there's things that you need to heal a little more extensively that really do help with that. If you've ever seen Beauty and the Broken, there's actually some meditations that are very similar to the one he does with her at the end of that movie. Great movie. It's on YouTube if you're interested. Scorpio, Libra, Sagittarius, Libra. So, there's a lot of hidden things that are going to be coming out, hidden emotions that are going to be coming out. There may even be some people that had targeted you in the past. They're going to be coming forward and expressing the truth, revealing the lies and the secrets. There could actually even be somebody that you were connected to that was a very strong pathological liar. that may be being exposed or may be coming forward to admit the things that they've done and take responsibility to make things right, because they know that's the only way that the scales are going to be balanced. Karma is definitely going to be enacting in your life. You're a very pure soul, a very loving soul, a very giving soul, and all that you have been putting out there is going to be coming back to you. There is definitely balance and harmony coming in. Any kind of judgments or cases or court situations you're dealing with are going to be falling in your favor as well. JZL, Jay-Z. There could be something about Jay-Z there, and I wanted to say Jay-Z and Beyonce. I don't keep up on anything going on in the lives of stars. I could care less. I don't even understand why people... I don't understand why people are so interested in that. My ex is very interested in stuff like that. I know there's a lot of people that are, but me, myself, personally, I'm not very interested in that. But there could be something about their relationship maybe that is reminiscent or may trigger something for you as well. Lex Luthor, Lexor, Abundance, O-U-G, Rex, Q, N, Z, D. Somebody was asleep on something for a very long time. Z, DZ. Somebody could have given you a nickname as well. DZ was a nickname somebody gave me at one point in time. H, J, Q, U, Y, R, jury, J, W. There could definitely be a trial going on. Wendy, lunch, Jug, Judd, Lenny. Somebody that you thought would never betray you may have actually betrayed you at some point as well. Somebody may have even lied to law enforcement about you, but you know what? That's going to come out okay too, because people know who you are. Your actions speak louder than the lies they could speak. Hermit, retreat and recharge. Seer, see beyond the current situation. Summer, bask in joy and light. So instead of taking from the outside world your answers and your responses and what you should do and all that kind of stuff, you're going to start getting more inside yourself. You're going to start learning yourself more, and it's going to help you learn about the world more. It's also going to help you learn about the way that you interact with the world more. You're really going to start trusting in your gifts, your power. There's something that's going to be being exposed for you that is going to let you know that your intuition was absolutely correct in whatever situation that you were dealing with. You're really going to be basking in a lot of joy and light. I feel like for a lot of you, you've already been in this energy of taking your time away, your silence, your moments to you, and now you're going to be bringing a balance of that into your life where you're doing that and maintaining your mental health, but you're also getting back out there and enjoying life again and really being able to see things and do things. And you're really going to be, I feel like a lot of you are going to be spending a lot of time in nature in the near future. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Death card. You're going to be releasing the things in the past that have been holding you back. Lamb and Starfish. You're going to be coming out of a depressed state, a sad state, a state of shame, guilt, regret, loss, remorse. You're going to be transforming and transmuting that energy in your life into something peaceful and calm. You're going to be feeling good about what you got going on. You're going to be feeling good in the present moment. And you're going to be realizing that it's okay that you lost the things that are behind you, because you have a lot of beautiful things in front of you that you can come back to life again. And all it takes is a change of perspective. So you're really going to be shifting your perspectives a lot. You're going to be shifting the way you see yourself and the world around you. You're going to be shifting the way that you see situations, that just because it looked like everything was gone, lost, over, done with, that doesn't mean that it can't regenerate, respark, and come back to life. You're also going to be seeing that the shallow way that people were seeing things in the past that caused you to question the deep way that you see things is really not the way to go. that the deep way that you see things and the deep way that you deal with situations is the way to go. Even if it didn't work in certain situations, that doesn't mean other people won't appreciate the energy that you have to put out there. So you're really getting back to your true self and being who you truly are and expressing that to the world outside of you. So that's what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would love to hear what you guys had to say about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonates, what you might be going through, and I really hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 2. Or pile 3. Maybe some of you chose pile 2, too. It's only the second time ever that I've called it the wrong pile. Anyway, let's see what is going to be ending for you and what is going to be beginning. I feel like you're going to be unlocking your inner child more again. You may have been feeling very sad, depressed, hurt, a lack of motivation, a lack of inspiration, a lack of passion or drive, a lack of a reason for being here. You can actually find a poem for that on Dee's StoryTime too. It's, what is the name of that poem? I'm Still Here. Go watch that poem. You can find a link for that channel in my description box below because it's still very small, so it may not show up if you just search it. So, you're going to be okay with the fact that you're different, the fact that you color outside the lines. We all have differences is another poem you might want to listen to on that channel as well. You're going to be okay with the fact that you are not perfect, that you're not a robot, that you're meant to be who you're meant to be. You're going to be judging yourself less, the world less. You're going to be, instead of looking at everything so black and white, you're really going to be seeing things in terms of gray. You're going to be opening your eyes and being very clear in what you're seeing and how you're behaving. You're also going to start seeing that even if other people look perfect, they have darkness in their light too. And people who have all dark, they have light in their darkness too. So, you know, everyone has good and bad about them, and that's okay. You're really going to be accepting yourself more as a full human being. You may also even be writing about a lot of your experiences as well, or you just may get a lot of joy from writing. Harry Potter, which is where this butterscotch beer for all ages comes from. You're really gonna... Harry Potter was one of the books that helped me through one of the roughest time periods in my life. When I was being molested as a child, I came across that book at the perfect time, and it really just brought so much strength into my life. So much of a reason to be here. You're really going to be finding inspiration, passion. You're going to be finding things that make you feel good, that really you can relate with, that help you to work through the situations that you're working through. You're learning how to self-soothe. And you're also learning that just because certain things are considered for certain ages doesn't mean they have to be. Just because you're 45 doesn't mean you have to be old and bitter. And 45 isn't even old anyway. But a lot of people are old and bitter at 45 because they think that's what being an adult means. That's not what being an adult means. You can still have that childlike, fun, happy-go-lucky energy, and you're going to be pulling a lot more of that out in the near future. We have Scorpio, Cancer, Aquarius, Sagittarius. Family could have a lot to do with this as well. Gemini, intelligent. Pisces, intuitive. So you may be finding out some secrets as well. Maybe somebody else in your life has been being a little bit bitter. You may actually even have the chance to help guide somebody else through some of these things as well. If you have children, it'll give you an extra motivation for doing it yourself. I-M-A-N T, Ivan. P, pants. Oh, in my last reading, there was a pair of pants that came out for one of the piles. I think it was pile 2. Z, U, E, G, mage, magic. You're really going to be expanding your mind, opening your mind, believing in the magic as well, believing that your high vibrations and your happy, positive, joyful energy makes good things happen. H, that, than. P, you, that the misery surrounding your life might actually be being created by the energy you're in, and the fact that you are putting too much stock in certain things, being too serious about certain things, and you just need to open up and enjoy life. Spy. D, B, debug, and bug. X, B, Z, T. Pussy is here. Puts, Butt, Tabitha. I dream of genies coming to mind now. Bag, Bad, Tag, Dab, Dag, Damn, Ant, Thanks, Gratitude, Giant. David and Goliath is coming to mind now too. That you don't have to be big and massive and seen by everybody in order to succeed. Sometimes those ones don't succeed. There could definitely be people watching you as well, keeping an eye on you, keeping tabs on you in some way. Arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. Mirror guardian, take time and reflect. Hunter, track down your fears and desires. So you're really going to be in this energy of finding what brings you passion, finding what brings you joy, letting go of things that don't. You're really going to be taking the time to reflect on things, to see things in a new light, to understand them in a new way, to really look in the mirror and see who you are and who you want to be. And you're really going to be deciding what path is best for you. There's a guy with a bow here and an arrow here, and the Sagittarius back here has the bow and arrow as well. You could have been being targeted a lot, but I also feel like you're realizing that you can choose what direction you go in. And you're letting go of the things that are not good for you or the people that are not good for you. You're seeing things from a higher perspective. You're aligning yourself with your truth and what path you really feel like you want to go down, and you are protecting that path, and you're not feeling guilty of it or afraid of it or ashamed of it. You're just like, this is what I'm doing because this brings me happiness. And if that's not okay with you, then apparently you don't want me to be happy. So you don't need to be in my life. You're leaving behind the darkness, the shadow, the despair, the gossip, the chaos, the fights, the arguments, the darkness, the shadow side, and you are coming back in to your light side. But you're coming into your light side in a new way as well. You're coming into your light side from a place of visiting your shadows, of having visited your shadows, of having seen them. So you're starting to see yourself as a whole person, both with light and shadow. And you're also starting to learn how to work with your shadow and understand your shadow, to give it freedom to breathe while not allowing it to control you. You're really waiting for a lot of blessings to come in. There's a lot of abundance coming into you. There's a lot of gifts coming into you. There's a lot of recognition. There's a lot of the things that you have worked for a very long time that are coming back to you now. And really, there may be people watching you just enjoy yourself and receiving all these things and really seeing that everything that you put your mind to, your heart to, and your soul to that made you feel this way is the reason why you're succeeding. And you may actually be encouraging others to do that as well. And to really, I feel like there's a lot of shifts and changes coming in to those that are watching you as well, because they are going to start wanting to go after their passions and their desires and the things that make them feel good. And they're not wanting to feel guilty or ashamed of it anymore either. They're not wanting to live in a robotic world anymore either. And you're leading the way and showing them the path for that. That's why there's this look at things from a higher perspective, because the path you are going down is leading others. That means you can't force them to follow you, but they will follow you when they see the success that it has brought in. And then you can't hate them for following you, because that's what leaders are. We lead and people follow. So we can't be upset at them following our lead. There's been a lot of readers I've noticed recently that have been changing their messages to more similar things as what I am sharing with you guys. But I'm not upset about it. Not even by the fact that they don't give credit and recognition where it's due, because not one of them has ever shared my name anywhere. But it doesn't matter, because I'm still making a difference in the world. The higher picture is that I'm still making that difference. It doesn't matter if I'm getting the credit or recognition for it. I will get what I deserve at the end of the day, and so will you. So you have to focus on that and not focus so much on what's going on with everyone else, but just focus on what you're doing for you and how it's improving your life around you. It's one step at a time, and everything will come into fruition. So that is what I have for you guys, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys had to say about it, whether or not it resonated with you, what you guys might be going through. And if you guys enjoyed this reading and it brought some healing to you, Think about supporting my channel through liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing on my other channel, D's Storytime. You can find the link in the description box below. Donating, my Amazon wishlist, Cash App, and PayPal are all in the description box below. And I truly appreciate anybody who does any of those things to help me out, as I am here to help you guys out. It really does make a very big difference in my life, and I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys.